Hello there and welcome back to England. We are currently, well, overextended after the war with Portugal. Portugal still has these two colonies, but I think I should be able to deal with that one way or another. Unfortunately, though, I have some bad news here, and that is Portugal is back in the coalition. But on a positive note, it's still just Hispania and the Mayas, so I think we can afford here to go for another war against them. I'm also very tempted to go and have a go at Granada. But I think what we're going to do is what I planned last time, which is basically to do quite a bit of just, well, to some degree, waiting. And hopefully I will be able to get the course done, and then we'll probably try and convert our religion into Protestant. It could be interesting. It could be interesting to see if I can actually pull that off. And apparently I'm losing quite a bit of troops here, so that's a little bit too bad, but right now I'll just allow these guys to run around doing whatever they want, especially the Protestants. Welsh nationalists needs to be dealt with, and we'll agree to whatever terms those peasants want here. And 50% less in taxes in London will hurt quite a bit, but I think we can handle that. It's not the end of the world. But for now, I'll just keep on fighting the rebels, and hopefully here we'll get the course done on time. Well, we have religious civil disorder just for fun. Despite Henry VII's best efforts to mediate between different religious groups in a nation, conflicts have been erupting on a regular basis. The situation is worse, and without drastic measures, will soon be engulfed in a religious civil war. So I guess we'll eradicate the heretics because they're rising up in R2R. And with that, it means that the French will deal with them, so that's great. We could strive for tolerant society, but I don't really want to lose any more stability. We will eradicate the heretics to bring peace. Currently, there are some Spanish rebels in England. No, not England, Canaries. We'll probably just agree to whatever terms they have. I have been fighting the sellers because of the fact that they do give some pretty nasty bonuses or negative bonuses to the provinces here. Canaries will, as I said, just agree to their terms. I kind of just going to try and avoid getting into too much trouble here. That's basically the gist of it. We will probably also send down the people to Trasa. But the people in London are more or less just going to have to suffer with what I have here. As you can see, I can give concessions. England gets increased. England gets, well, we get a lot. I can increase funding to deal with the heretics here. Military funding gives me a little bit of extra manpower. I don't really. My apologies. I don't really want to give concessions because as soon as these calls are done, we're going to flip our religion here. So I think we're going to increase the funding to suppress the heretics. Once again, the French will deal with that pretty damn nicely. And I'll agree with whatever the peasants want here, so I will not be dealing with them. I'll be sending this fleet down to Trasa to deal with the rebels there. So I will have some hard years ahead of me, but I think it's for the best to just flip the religion right now and just get it more or less over with. But before we do that, we will be starting the annexation of Scotland here. So that's good. Madeira. We are going to make a quick stop in Madeira. Where is my navy? There you are. You have to make a quick stop in Madeira. I don't really want Madeira to fall right now when we're about done. Yucatan is also cooled. Things are looking good here. Belize has become a core. Alentejo. And once Madeira actually becomes a core, we're definitely in well, better waters, to put it that way. And I think now, as I said, the plan was we will more or less now just accept that we will become a I will not be spending any admin points to call these two. We'll be basically waiting for Mosquito here to be done. Hopefully I can speed it up one way or another, but right now it doesn't look like I do have a reasonable way of doing that. I'm also losing still quite a bit of cash here a month, so I might have to go down the amount of forces that I have. I'm really looking forward to just getting rid of the mercenary army up here. It'll save me a little bit of gold, but not much. I'll wait until Madeira has been caught here, and once it has, we will be going ahead and well, changing our religion to Protestant, which is more or less what happens in every game, and we're going to do that the same. Cornish rebels, Protestant zealots in London. Well, I don't think I want to do that. I think I'll do this instead. Then I don't get the don't get to drop in prestige as well. So we'll convert to Protestant. Cardinal is no longer loyal to us. What I'm wondering now is, what happens to this army? It's Protestant zealots. If I actually set myself as Protestant, does... Yeah, they're still raging around here like some idiots. Oh, religious intolerance. That's actually quite good. It gives a little bit of boost to my missionaries, which of course could be very good here. National tax stability cost, don't really want to go for that. I will start to convert, well, a lot of Catholic lands here, which of course will be a pain in the butt. So, we're definitely going to have some hard years ahead of us here. Religious unity at 27, not good at all. I don't think we'll be conquering anything for quite a while. We're just going to sit by peacefully and try and solve our own issues here. So, first things first, let's try and boost this up a little bit. And I'll still have to deal with rebels, and of course also the... I think I'll just agree to whatever those Portuguese patriots want, because I don't have the force right now to deal with them. That is unfortunately the fact of the situation, and there's not really too much I can do with that. I'm still going to keep on colonizing the coast there in order to get my colonial nations up and running. I have no idea if this one also flips to if that actually stays Catholic or if it flips. Yeah, it's actually it'll stay Catholic, so that's fine, I guess. But it's still a little bit annoying. Galicia, can I annex you? No. Can I annex Connaught? No. Still have to wait quite a while for that. But yeah, I think I might actually just have to agree to whatever those Protestant zealots want here, which is religious intolerance. The missionary strength will be useful to Ham, so we'll just accept the demands. Not really too much else I can do. This guy will also be important. I am kind of tempted to go after Jerusalem or Rome for the sole purpose of getting an extra missionary to speed things up. But we'll have to see here. I might actually just try and get myself up to level 10 admin tech in order to be able to take the religious tree. But I really didn't count on having to turn to Protestant. So this kind of sucks, but I think I'll be able to deal with it. It'll just take a little bit of time. So while I fight this, we'll just allow time to pass. Well, this could get really interesting. I'm running out of cash. The rebels everywhere. Catholic zealots. We have peasants. We have basically everything. Legitimacy is going down. Prestige is going down, and all in all, things are not looking good here. It's probably going to end up in horrible horrors. I really wish that I could actually get the French to ship some of their troops over to England itself, but that doesn't really seem to be an option here. But I think one of my mistakes here have really been that I started the war here against these guys quite more or less way too soon, and as a result of that, I'm not getting trashed for it. I have base real risk of 11, thanks to both legitimacy. That's low, the overextension, all this happening at once is kind of screwing me over. And of course also religious turmoil, so I have no idea how this will actually play out. I'll probably be able to cling to my lands, but I'm really doubtful that everything will go well. I'll probably actually end up switching back here to Catholicism without actually wanting to, so what I think I might actually have to do here is just go all the way down on this, but as you can see, I'm actually going I'm still not in positives here. Vassals is mostly what I'm making money from here. No, more or less no taxes. London is more or less gone there. So what I think I might actually have to do is do one last push on the front of battles here and just allow the things to play out as they are. I will not lose any land, and the reason that is simple. I can just agree to whatever the rebels want. But more importantly, I can more or less rely on France to keep myself alive. But as you can see here, there's rebels everywhere. Nothing I can do to stop them, and as such, I think I'll just have to actually disband this army and do my best to just save up money. So I am going to get rid of the guy here, but as you can see, even so, that won't be enough. I need to stop colonizing, among other things here. Get completely rid of all of my armies, get completely rid of my fleet. A lot of smaller but annoying things are going to happen here, so there will be some hard years ahead here, where more or less I think I'll just actually have to allow, time to decide for itself what I want to do, and also, I am honestly stumped on what to do. There's rebels everywhere, I can't really do anything against these guys, so what I think we'll actually do here is, agree to whatever the Catholic sellers want. Of course, this will bring my stability back down, but not really too much I can do about that. Of course, negative stability is going to be a pain to deal with, but at least now again, I did get up on religious unity, and I can actually start dealing with some of these issues. I can switch Panama, but once again, it wouldn't really make too much sense to do so. We're just going to allow time to pass here and see if I can somehow get myself back on up on the feet here. One of the way to do that is of course going to be getting Mosquito here done, so I get that colonial nation in the area here. Continue just colonizing, trying to create colonial nations is mostly, I think, the only way I'm going to make anything work here. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully I can solve this. Wow! The end of religious turmoil! Kind of a ridiculous way of having it happen. One faith. So I flipped twice, and that was apparently enough to end this, but it doesn't solve my issues. Let's just be perfectly honest about that. I still have a high revolt risk. I still have a ton of rebels in my lands, but at least now things are looking a little bit better. I can mostly, I think, just still keep on agreeing to whatever terms these guys have, and I can still just build up my prestige again by colonization, but also by allowing France to fight my wars for me. That's definitely going to be the way I'll have to solve this, I think. So, with that said, we are still going to continue a war here. Or a war against the rebels, but I'm going to allow Mosquito to be completely and utterly conquered, or completed, and then we'll see what we'll do. As you can see there, it took what 64 days, something like that, to take this province. So I'm definitely in a horrible spot here, and I can't really attack Portugal and guarantee a win here, thanks to Castile and Portugal's armies. But I am tempted, let's just be honest about that. I am tempted to just go ahead here, declare war, and so that way, Aragon, Castile, I'm pretty sure that the French will deal with... The French will actually finish this war on their own. I won't actually have to do anything. So I think we're actually going to do that. I will not be fighting at all myself. I'll be putting everything in the hands of the French, but I think I should be able to win and hopefully get these two provinces, and potentially even take some more from Portugal. I know, you overextended, you're in hell, but why would you want to take more? Well, mostly because it can help me, as weird as that sound. In this case, I think we'll actually take faster colonists instead of another diplomatic tech, to get that, just to speed Maracaibo up here a little bit. Mosquito, sorry. It should hopefully help. Faster colonies, global settlement increase plus 10 should be good. But I'll also allow France to fight a war for. We'll actually go for just a trade dispute here against Portugal. Should go well, and of course we get some Wallonian rebels here that the French will hopefully deal with before they do anything else. But yeah, it should be an interesting war against Hispania, and I can hopefully here rely on the French to win the war for me, so I can get a little bit of prestige back. We'll see how it goes. As you can see, the war is going fairly alright. We already have 26% war score, mostly due to, well, battles and the French winning them. It still looks a little bit bad, though, because as you can see, the French only have 17,000. No, they actually have another army down here, never mind. Things are looking good on that side. But on this side, however, with the Protestant rebels, things are not looking as good. I will probably get trashed here, so what I think I'll do is, once again, we'll just be saving up a little bit of money here and hopefully be able to deal with them that way. I have no idea if this will actually work at all. I'm kind of tempted to even end the war with Portugal with just taking gold. That could be one way of actually solving the current issues. But again, I have no idea if I can actually pull something like that off. We'll simply have to wait and see here. So for now, we'll just keep on more or less fighting. I will have to hire a mercenary army, a pretty big mercenary army, I think, in order to solve this. So I'll probably have to take a couple of loans if I want to actually fight these guys. We'll see. We'll take it as it comes, more or less. The goal in this will be just to take these two Portuguese provinces and a lot of cash, I think. I think that seems to be the best, well, the best idea I have right now. We'll have to see how it goes. As you can see, the war against Portugal is going well. I can really rely on the French here. I have no idea what Algiers is actually in this, but that's probably due to Grenada, so I'm saving Grenada's arms once again. That's basically what I'm doing here, but I think the war is over. I'm basically at the point where I can get what I want here, which is, this time, I'm actually going to get these two provinces before they slip out of my grasp. I'm also going to have them give up the deals with Austria, Burgundy, and that's about it, I think. Can I take anything more for just a little bit of prestige, perhaps? Hungary, Milan? Nope. Will not allow that. I was taking 2 loans in order to get myself a mercenary unit to, well, solve the current issues here. There's currently nationalist rebels in Normandy. Well, that's actually a nice place for you to rise up. Thank you very much. But as you can see, we still have quite a lot of issues here that needs to be dealt with. They actually, yeah, they went in on the English Brazil. Good to know. Good to know. But as I was saying here, there's still quite a bit of issues that needs to be dealt with. These are all Protestant zealots, so I need to get rid of them. And this army right here is a combined Scottish/mercenary army that I will be using for that, well, purpose. And honestly, I have no idea if I can actually make this work, but we'll just have to continue and see. I think my next idea will have to be religious ideas if I want to solve this issue, or potentially here we'll have to take something else. But I'll try and boost my my stability up to +1 in an effort to get a little bit more, well, reasonable, I guess I should say, level of rebuild. Well, we'll be continuing to find the, well, religious instability, I guess, next time. I'm a little bit unsure how to tackle this, because it's been a while since I've actually played a nation that has 1/3 of another religion and got hit by all this. I believe that same thing happened actually in Sunset Invasion, but even so, this is kind of annoying. I have France, of course, to bail me out, and I can use France to fight wars for me. But even so, this is not a good spot to be in. I'll have to try and find my way out of this one pretty soon. I'm kind of hoping for the Counter-Reformation, or yeah, I believe it's the Counter-Reformation decision to pop up here. So hopefully it will come soon. We'll have to see you next time. Thank you for watching. Please have a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and hopefully you can do this better than me. I'll see you around next time. Bye.